on today's episode of DAPA.DANIEL. We'll get into all the details about the new construction going in here. This is gonna be Meritage homes. Volkswagen's coming in hot. They had stuff on the low end at like 400,000 and they had stuff up at like 600,000. You got this little park here, and then you have a pond, which isn't really a pond. It's looking more like a ditch right now. Truck, yeah. On the low end, they have the oleander. So that makes sense. I mean, whenever I can set the GoPro up at a Buc-ee's, I try, you know? All right, we're over here in Melissa. We're over here in Melissa, guys, and we are gonna be touring the Quarry at Stoneridge. I'm gonna be heading over there. It's literally on the opposite side of 75. We're currently on the east side. But give you guys a nice look at, again, I think I've passed this Buc-ee's a couple times, or I've been over here and started the video, or driven by this Buc-ee's in Melissa. This is right off 75, so if you are gonna be like living around Anna, Melissa, maybe parts of McKinney, I mean, Trinity Falls is close to this, so you could still come over to Buc-ee's, but definitely if you're gonna be just living a little bit north of where 75 and 121 kind of intersect, this is definitely where you gotta be doing your gas station stops at. Okay, all right, so in front of us you see 75, and then you see a tree line a little bit out there. That's where the Quarry is. So I'm just gonna drive up here. We're gonna pop a U-ey real quick. We'll get into all the details about the new construction going in here. This is gonna be Meritage homes within here, just the Meritage community. So this is gonna be price points starting at like 423,000. So if that's your price range, if you're looking at something like 400,000 up to 500,000, now they have some stuff that's a little bit more expensive than that, and I'll get into details about some of the floor plans and some of those options as well. But take you around this neighborhood. Now this isn't gonna be like a huge grand master plan community. I believe they're gonna have like some ponds, some walking areas, but for the most part, pretty simple neighborhood with this one. Thought I'd come over here, show you guys another Melissa neighborhood. I'm gonna try to get out to more of the Melissa, Anna stuff. I am working with quite a bit of investors right now, looking in like the Salina, Anna area for certain price points, trying to get in before a lot of the developments that are coming to Allen or Frisco or things like that. All right, so here's a four-way stop. And then let's just head right to the Quarry, or I guess left. We're headed left to the Quarry. This road is closed right now. All right. So this neighborhood's gonna be right off 75, so pretty easy to get, you know, if you are commuting like into Frisco or Plano, or maybe going down into Allen, maybe further into Dallas too. At least you're gonna, yeah, you are gonna be living on like the far north out here, but at least you're able to get into, you know, onto the toll, or onto the, at least you're able to get onto the highway fairly quick and then be able to travel down. You're not just like a little bit deeper into the area around here where you're not, where you have to maybe drive through a couple lights or things like that. All right, here's the main entrance into the Quarry at Stoneridge. So they say, there's a sign right here says starting from the high 400s. So, and the sign right there said, drive like your kids live here. All right, Melissa ISD, simple buying process, 50 wide lots. Volkswagen's coming in hot. All right, here's the model. Maybe you guys can see that. I don't know if I got the best angle with how my GoPro is, but there was the model right there from Meritage. So drive around this neighborhood, show you guys kind of their older section here, and then we'll drive to their new area, kind of where their pond is. Get into all the details. Now, if you do have any interest in Melissa or this neighborhood, please text me. I got my information down below. I also have my link tree too, so you guys can email me through that, or I mean, it sends me an email, but you guys can kind of fill out what you're looking for in the sense of like buying a home or selling your house, or maybe you're like a developer, or you have a new construction house coming. I am working with a couple people that are building some houses that want me to go tour the inside of just like one-off builders, so I might be doing that here soon. But anyways, let's drive around this neighborhood, show you guys some of the stuff, get into some of the details. So this neighborhood's been getting built since 2020. No homes in here have closed in the past 30 days for me to really pull from, but the median active price for what things were going around in here was currently $530,000. from stuff. But like I said, they had stuff on the low end at like 400. They had stuff on the low end at like 400,000, and they had stuff up at like 600,000, and that way. Oh, look at this. How ironic. This road is called Rocky Road. Flashback to the state fair, getting some Rocky Road fudge. All right, now we're into their new development area, so I'll drive around this. But this is gonna be your walking trail area here, so they do have like some of the tree line left in this area, and then I'll go right by their, well, I guess we'll call it their amenity playground. They don't have an amenity center, but at least you do have like a playground. This is like more of the type of thing, like this size of the neighborhood, this is more what I expect. Sometimes in some of the neighborhoods, you're not getting, you know, a park with this size of a neighborhood. Like I said, this is technically a master plan community, but not quite like the other master plan communities I tour. So you got this little park here, and then you have a pond, which isn't really a pond. It's looking more like a ditch right now. So on their map, it says pond, but that's not a pond. All right, so this Nissan is just popping out of nowhere. All right, cool. All right, let's drive up this way. So as you can see, some of these houses are gonna be up on retaining walls. Now for the HOA in here, it's gonna be $400 annually. There's not gonna be any mud, and then the tax is gonna be 1.82%. So a little bit less on the tax compared to some of the other neighborhoods I'm traveling, but we're over in Melissa, so not quite as developed as like a Prosper, even though you're kind of linear. Like when you look at the map, Melissa and Prosper kind of fall in line with each other. It's just Melissa's a little bit further out. Prosper's really central for people. That's why people really like Prosper. Let's drive down this road. Oh, okay, so this is obviously where all of their new construction is going in. As you can see, nothing even has, oh wait, one house has, looks like they're starting to put up stone on one house. All right, so this is just gonna be Meritage. Now they had 7 floor plans that they were showing. The 7, okay, this is interesting. This is interesting. So this Lexus is in the way of everyone. I'm just gonna wait here. I'm just gonna wait here and get into the floor plans, because there's a big truck headed this way, and I'm just gonna wait. See, now the Lexus is moving over. Okay, big truck coming in. I don't know where he's gonna go. That's the thing. I get into some of these neighborhoods and it starts getting really tight. Okay, man. He can fit. There we go. Truck, yeah! That thing would clobber my Z. All right, so the 7 floor plans to choose from. On the low end, and I'll just talk about a couple of them, but on the low end, they have the Oleander. That one's starting at $423,000. That's a 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,833 square feet. Then there's the Henderson. That one's starting at $455,000. That's a 4-bed, 3-bath, 2,260 square feet. I don't know what this guy, Alexis is just all over the map. Then there's the Reynolds. Oh, I missed the, then there's the Reynolds plan. That one is, oh, I forgot to put the price of that one. So I'll just pop up the price right here. And then that was a 4-bed, 2.5 bath, 2,887 square feet. And then there's the Bexar, which is their most expensive plan. That one's that one's starting at $547,000, 4-bed, 3.5 bath, 3,100 square feet. All right, and then let me put up the plat map right now. So the plat map you're seeing is for this area that we're driving around now. So you're gonna see blue is the quick move-in, and then green is the available lots to move in. So the quick move-ins are gonna be a little bit further down there, what was they're currently building. And then there was like a row of like some available houses. You could pick your lot that they were showing, but it's all gonna be single family in here. So some of them are gonna get a little bit of a tree line, but most of them are gonna be stacked kind of back to back of your neighbor. Like right here, so you're gonna have houses on this side, and then you're gonna have your neighbor on that back side. Now, some of you guys are gonna be on like retaining walls, so in the sense of privacy, you might not get as much with some of the 2-story houses, but you are gonna get like, I think the lot sizes are about 50 by 115, 120. Then within this whole community, there's about 200 homes, so fairly smaller than some of the other ones I've been touring. Now, it is well kept in here. It is really new. There's not like a section that's a lot older than the other sections, and now they're coming in later in building. From what I was seeing on the MLS, 193 per square foot was currently what was showing as like the active in there from everything. Now you had some stuff on the low end at like 170, then you got some stuff at the high end, 220 per square foot. But like I said, this is one of the neighborhoods that's located right off 75, so an easy exit to hop onto there. So if you are a person that is going to be commuting, not going to be a real big headache for you to get onto 75 or anything like that. You're not having to drive through like any school zones or anything like that. That's the one thing I tell people when they're coming out here and they're talking about a commute and they're worried about the commute and they're trying to live in Prosper or Frisco or something like that. Just keep in mind there are a ton of school zones around there. So if you are leaving at like 8 in the morning or you're coming back at like 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock, then you are going to be running into a little bit more traffic and with things, just because the school zones drop from like 45 miles per hour down to 20 miles per hour. All right, and then here's some of the tree line that they have along here. So they do have some nice tree line, but they don't have any of the walking trails actually going through the tree line. Some of these people have like probably a little bit of a nice view. I don't know if I want to be on the side of the cliff right there. For my house personally, because the ground shifts around here because of all the heat. That's why our roads suck, is because it's so hot and the roads just start to crumble. Roads around here are good because things are so new around here, but you get into some areas around like Louisville or Frisco, some of the older areas. All right, here's another pavilion area. Okay, actually it does look like they have some of the walking trails that go down into the tree line. I might have spoke too soon. I just didn't see it. All right, some of these people got a nice little view of the backside. That's what I would have chosen out of anything within this neighborhood. At least you have a little bit of a view of something, right? All right, and then for the homes active, so when I was looking at online, there was only new homes, new construction. None of the houses through here are listed currently, so everyone, all the pre-owned, nothing is for sale. But for the new construction, they did have stuff for sale. So to just kind of compare with what I just talked about, so kind of keep in mind, there is a Henderson. This one's now listed at $497,000, 4 bed, 3 bath, 2,260 square feet at $220 per square foot. On the high end, the Bexar plan, for example, so the Bexar plan was starting at $547, but here they have this one listed active right now at $581,000, 4 bed, 3.5 bath, 3,100 square feet at $187 per square foot. Like I said, you got stuff at like $180 per square foot, $170 per square foot, all the way up to like $220, $230 for some of the smaller layout plans. There's no current leases in here. This neighborhood's so new. The school district that it does go to is going to be Melissa ISD, and that's going to be McKillop, hopefully I pronounced these right, McKillop Elementary School. Then there's gonna, and that was the thing, when I was looking online, they were showing Willowwood for the builder was showing Willowwood as the elementary school, but then the MLS was showing McKillop. So I just put both of them, Willowwood, McKillop, both of those are the elementary schools. Then you got Melissa Middle School, then Melissa High School, and then the Collin College campus is over in McKinney, right off 75 where 380 is, not even 10 minutes away. All right, so let me head out of here, but for the most part, that's gonna really do it for the Quarry at Stoneridge. So I do think that this is a good option for anyone trying to get a little bit more north, maybe trying to still be off 75 where you can commute, maybe into Sherman too. I mean, there's families that I'm working with also that are gonna be, you know, they're working in Sherman, but then they're living in Anna. That's also the reason why I'm working with some investors right now, because Anna's kind of set, Anna and Melissa are kind of set up for this like little sweet spot of in the middle of Dallas and Sherman. There's a ton of jobs coming to Sherman, so there's gonna be families trying to pick that little middle sweet spot of trying to be you know, not too far away from Dallas, but also not too far away from Sherman. So if you are an investor, I think that there is a pretty good opportunity for Anna or Melissa. I also don't think you can go wrong with Salina too if you are an investor looking at stuff. But that's gonna really do it for this neighborhood. So like I said, not a huge one with everything. They it's set up pretty nice, surrounded by a whole bunch of trees, which I can really appreciate for you know, something that's pretty small. They've kept a good amount of trees throughout here, which is pretty nice to kind of look at. Most of the neighborhoods I go around, they're chopping down everything. Now the homes themselves didn't have the huge trees in front of them, but at least you got something that makes it feel a little bit more enclosed in a way. All right, so what you're seeing in front of us, we got 75, and then There's also a golf course called Hurricane Creek. That one's also fairly close to here, so if you are a golfer, there is one golf course, but most of the golf courses are going to be a little bit more south into Allen. So if you are a golfer, you're not going to get a whole bunch of stuff over here. Also with Frisco, there's also the PGA. It's going to be over there as well. But let's talk about the commute before I end this video. So actually, let's just wave to Bucky real quick. Just a beautiful sight over there. So you are going to get Buc-ee's just right there, which is nice. All right, so the commute down to Dallas, 40 minutes from here. The DFW airport is about 37 minutes away from here. Then you got Fort Worth, that's about an hour away from here. The hospital is about 10 to 12 minutes. Then you got the high school, that's also about 10 to 12 minutes. And then there is the grocery store, the Walmart, that's over in Anna, that's about 8 minutes away. Or you can do your grocery shopping at Buc-ee's, that's also an option. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. Now, the next video I come out with, I had a text from someone that was looking over in Melissa, one of the buyers I'm working with, was asking me about like where the landfills are, if it's a problem over Melissa, because there is a landfill in Melissa. The next video I'm going to come out with here is going to be the landfills of like Collin County, showing you guys that and around those things. It just gave me a really good idea to maybe do a video like that and show you guys where some of the landfills are, just to kind of keep in mind before you are maybe moving out here and you realize there's a landfill or something like that. But anyways, that's going to do it for this video. That's the quarry at Stoneridge. Let me know if you have any other questions. Let me know what else you want me to go tour, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Other than that, peace out and take it easy as always, guys. Thanks for checking out my channel and watching that video. I got more videos floating around here. If you're in the market to buy or sell real estate in the DFW area, contact me, Daniel, at the Home Expert Team. I will be happy to answer any of your questions. Besides that, bye.